coming from Slidell where we laid one of our firefighters to rest with visitation. The mass is for 1 o'clock. And I was there with our superintendent, McConnell. I'm sure as you all would expect us to be there. But right now, we're in Lake Vista. And this is very exciting because one of the top priorities in my administration, and particularly as we've been moving through this pandemic, is to keep infrastructure moving forward in our city. And one of the things that we've learned so much from it, I'm very proud of the fact that we've been able to do the best that we can do with bridging the gap to keep our economy going and keeping people at work. And this is a testament to that right here in our Lake Vista community. I'm joined by my Deputy CAO, Ramsey Green, also David Schulman, in terms of our Senior Construction Project Manager. I know that couldn't be here. Is he here? You made it, huh? I was told you couldn't make it, and then I was told you made it, and then not. So thank you for being here, because it's just truly that important. This is one of our joint infrastructure projects, along, of course, with the Department of Public Works, and that being with the Sewage and Water Board of New Orleans. So thank you so much, David. As I mentioned, infrastructure projects have been moving forward. I tell you, since March of this year, at the start of the pandemic, and since then, we have executed over $300 million of projects on the ground right now. And on yesterday, we hosted our quarterly small business infrastructure day so that our small businesses can learn from us, and even large scale, but learn from the administration directly about what projects are about to go out to bid and prepare them to respond to the call and the need to forward infrastructure in the city of New Orleans. The expectation is over $275 million in projects in the fall of this year. Again, keeping the economy going and keeping infrastructure moving forward in our city. With that, I'm going to turn it over to my Deputy CEO, Ramsey Green, to give you a little bit more about this project here in Lake Vista. Over 15 blocks in this community. I'm very proud of that. Making sure that drainage and the like is a part of what we're doing as it relates to improving this community here, Lake Vista Group A. Ramsey, want to come on up?
Thank you so much, Mayor. It's always exciting to be standing with you at these events. And the only reason they're happening is because of your leadership. It's really very nice to be here in the beautiful Lake Vista neighborhood, in a very busy Lake Vista neighborhood, as you can tell by the sights and sounds. Just to start, public safety is our first priority. And when COVID broke out, there wasn't a lot of historic precedent for running a construction program of this size during a pandemic. And we had to really learn very quickly how to do that. Construction is an essential industry from day one, and that was a big acknowledgement of the very existential threats we have facing New Orleans: flooding, rain, rate of rain events. And keeping this program going was very critical to the mayor's leadership. We in the infrastructure side greatly appreciate being acknowledged and having our top leadership acknowledge how important this work is. As hurricane season approaches, and we're in the middle of it, residents should be assured that all contractors have an approval plan to secure sites in advance of severe weather. And on construction sites, we do all we can to ensure social distancing, mask wearing, etc. Several weeks ago, as you can see, crews began work on the $2.8 million Lake Vista Group A project, which we're kicking off today. Work on this patch mill and overlay project includes repaving roadways from curb to curb, matching some roadways in either asphalt or concrete, replacing underground water lines, replacing damaged sidewalks and driveway aprons, and installing Americans with Disabilities Act curb ramps at intersections. At the conclusion of this project in fall of 2021, as the mayor said, 15 blocks will be improved, and neighbors are going to enjoy a better quality of life as a result. All told, during the joint infrastructure program, it's about $2.5 or so billion when you count our hazard mitigation work, We're going to have $30 million in new projects right here in Lake Vista, which is a huge win. Moving projects from planning to the construction phase takes a lot of thoughtful leadership. DPW PM Marlon Patio and construction manager Luisa Cabrera, David Schulman from the Sewage and Water Board, our roadwork NOLA outreach team, Matthew Day and Kristen Kendrick is right there, and the designer and construction manager, CNS Consultants, and the construction contractor, Ruby Roads and Streets, and Justin is right behind me from that team as well. Thank you guys for your leadership and thank you for being out here. Infrastructure projects are continuing to move across the city. Between maintenance projects and joint infrastructure projects, we have 47 projects now under construction valued at about $306 million. And as the mayor said, another 275 coming before the year is out. Again, if you see folks on the roads, they're doing hard work for us. Slow your roll. Look out for the men and women wearing PPE. Look out for our folks cleaning our neutral grounds, mowing our neutral grounds, picking up our trash, and making our city a better place. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out today. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much. And just a little shout out to the community here and ask them for their continued patience as we make these improvements. We understand the noise and the challenges that they bring, but at the end of the day, it makes our city more resilient, able to mitigate flooding, and more prone to mitigate flooding due to rainwater, as well as, again, being in the middle of hurricane season. We want to always remind people to have a plan. Should an emergency evacuation be called, everyone must leave. And yes, in the midst of a pandemic. Storm surge and the like causes more threat to life. So it means that we need to go. So have a plan. So with that, I'm always happy to have Ruby on. I think about Broadmoor, where the family even started out there. In Broadmoor community on Napoleon Avenue. So we go way back, but truly you do go further back, investing in the city of New Orleans. So thank you so much. So with that, let's turn some dirt.
You ain't got to move the whole pile, son. All right.
Michael said, let's keep it going.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're going back to work after this. You'll be all right.